Platform teams need to provision SageMaker Unified Studio domains consistently across multiple environments while maintaining version control and integration with existing infrastructure as code workflows. The open-source Terraform AWS SageMaker Unified Studio module addresses this by letting you deploy domains through version-controlled templates that integrate with your existing pipelines. You can maintain consistency across development, staging, and production accounts. The module handles domain infrastructure with provisioned IAM roles, while submodules let you enable blueprints, compose them into project profiles, and create projects independently. You can also create projects using your existing IAM roles. This integration works through the Terraform AWS Cloud Control Provider and is available in all regions where SageMaker Unified Studio is supported. Running confidential computing workloads requires isolation and control over the physical infrastructure, but standard shared hosting models limit your ability to manage instance placement and maintain consistent server assignments. You can now allocate a dedicated host with AMD SEV-SNP enabled, giving you a physical server dedicated exclusively to your use. You launch SEV-SNP instances on this host, ensuring your confidential workloads run in isolation. You control instance placement through host affinity, allowing you to deploy instances to the same physical server over time for consistency and compliance requirements. The system provisions AMD security firmware during host allocation, ensuring your confidential computing environment uses current security updates without manual intervention. This capability is available across all AWS commercial regions that support AMD instances. Managing compliance and security across your AWS environment becomes challenging as you deploy resources across multiple services. You need visibility into resource configurations to assess, audit, and remediate issues effectively. AWS Config now supports 8 additional resource types across API Gateway, EC2, Network Firewall, OpenSearch, OSIS, and S3 vectors. You can track API Gateway domain names and VPC links to monitor your API infrastructure. You can monitor VPC encryption controls and network firewall container associations to strengthen your network security posture. You can audit OpenSearch serverless security policies in OSIS pipelines to maintain data ingestion compliance. You can manage S3 vectors buckets and their policies for vector storage governance. If you have enabled recording for all resource types, AWS Config automatically tracks these resources. These resource types work with config rules and aggregators in all regions where the resources are available. Cluster administrators running foundation model training on SageMaker HyperPod previously lacked visibility into AMI versions across their clusters, making it difficult to detect drift and manage security patches. Manual patching was risky during multi-day training jobs because it could disrupt workloads and inadvertently change critical software like NVIDIA drivers or CUDA. You can now view exact AMI versions on every instance group and node using semantic versioning format. You can detect version drift quickly and roll back to previous versions, including the full software stack using the Update Cluster Software API. You can enable auto-patching per instance group to apply backward-compatible security patches only when nodes become idle, ensuring running workloads remain undisrupted. Auto-patching preserves major and minor versions of NVIDIA drivers, CUDA, and operating system kernels, applying only patch-level security updates. You can configure these capabilities through the Create Cluster or Update Cluster API. A published AMI support policy defines support timelines for different AMI versions. Both capabilities are available for HyperPod clusters orchestrated by Amazon EKS in all supported AWS regions.